Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. We are out here today because everyone is sad, troubled and pained when we witness bloodshed on all sides of the conflict. We need to realize that these events taking place the last couple of days didn't start this week. It didn't start last week. This unfortunately is going on already for about a century, way before the creation of the State of Israel. As human beings, we should be pained and we should be concerned when we see an unending cycle of bloodshed where peoples from all sides are suffering and are losing lives. But if we want to see a better future, if we want to reach a lasting peace, we have to realize, search what the real cause of all of this is. The cause of this conflict, the cause of these bloodsheds is not because of the difference of religions. There were differences between Judaism and Zionism for the past 1400 years. And this was not a problem. This was not a cause for conflict and for bloodshed. Jewish people lived in many Muslim countries as a minority, as a small minority, in peace. One beautiful example is Palestine. We lived in peace. We were respected and protected by the majority of Muslims. Why was this changed? And when was this changed? Once this invention of Zionism came in with an agenda of overtaking the power, oppressing the indigenous population, obviously a conflict arose. We don't condone violence, but we have to be realistic. Nothing else could have been expected from this brutal, decades-long oppression and occupation. Again, no one enjoys conflict. No one chooses war. And no one wants to see bloodshed going on for these decades. We have to realize what is going on. The State of Israel in no way represents all Jews. There are masses of Jewish people today in Palestine who are embarrassed, who are troubled, who are so upset from everything what's going on for these decades. Masses of Jewish people in the United States and the world over oppose this occupation in its entirety. Because we are religious Jews, because we follow our religion, we oppose the State of Israel, the movement of Zionism, and this ongoing occupation. According to basics of Jewish belief, Jews are in exile and are forbidden to make our own sovereignty even without any additional crimes. But when this happens in Palestine, by killing, stealing, oppressing an entire people, this is not only a violation of international law, this is a true violation of Judaism. We have a secular movement of Zionism. Its founders were outspoken heretics. So are their leaders today. And they dare to misuse that very religion they refuse to follow. Misuse it to justify those crimes and those actions forbidden according to Judaism. We blame the occupation forces. We blame the State of Israel for endangering, for harming the Palestinians and endangering the Jewish people. We have to realize that this occupation has to stop in its entirety to bring justice for the oppressed Palestinians and to bring safety and security for the Jewish people. We pray and we hope that this criminal state of Israel, this anti-Jewish state of Israel, and this unjust occupation stops today. We hope this stops peaceful, with no more suffering of anyone involved. And at that time, we can expect to witness once again that beautiful peace that it existed in Palestine and in many other parts of the world. Thank you very much.
My name is Rabbi Weiss from International Jews United Against Zionism. We are here in this terrible tragedy, this tragedy that is really just one link in a chain of 75 years of tragic red death and bloodshed of both Arabs and Jews, all because of the creation of the Zionist state of Israel. So that the world should know we've been standing in the streets of Jerusalem, like brothers and sisters there demonstrating. Many people come to generations, 8 generations or more from Palestine. They stand here till today. They get arrested, beaten, assassinated. Anybody can go to our site, nkusa.org. The Turek character, nkusa.org, and you will see how every single day Jews are beaten and arrested in our youth. The boys and girls, when they turn 17, there's mandatory military service. Now, and one of our boys or girls goes into the army. They refuse to serve in their army. And they get harassed, arrested, jailed. It's unbelievable what's happening over there. The world doesn't know. Facebook just calls us down because we don't speak about any type of militant action. We talk about the truth, how that Zionism is false. But being that we speak against Zionism, they close us down, they shut us down. But this is the view. If you were go to any religious community, the very religious, anti-Zionist, anti-the state of Israel, right in New York, across Manhattan is called Williamsburg, Brooklyn, the largest concentration of religious Jews, and there's not one single Israeli flag. And I have a colleague here from London. In London, Stamford Hill is the very religious neighborhood that is the same. There's not an Israeli flag, or in Montreal, wherever invariably. The very religious Jew does not stand for the occupation. And we cry and hurt with the Palestinians. We want the world to know that. We want our leaders, our president, the senators, the congressmen to please hear the voice of the distinguished rabbis and distinguished Jewish communities, and do not be intimidated. It is not anti-Semitic to oppose the occupation. On the contrary, the Zionists are the greatest anti-Semites because they are causing the rift between Jews and Muslims and Jews and other people. They are causing a hate and a mistrust of Jews. They are exacerbating anti-Semitism. Their hands are covered in blood of Palestinians and Jews. We plead with our leaders, hear our voice, and let's bring the end, peaceful and God's help, of this occupation, so we can get in peace as we've had for hundreds and hundreds of years, Jews and Muslims, Jews and Arabs, in Jerusalem, in any Arab and Muslim country. God help soon.